bug you about today.
Okay.
Taylor Pannell, Texas Tech, getting ready to play for a college softball World Series. We mentioned it a little bit yesterday. Obviously playing great softball and doing good things on the field and a little controversy off the field. But that's what happens when you leave one SEC powerhouse and go to another one. It tends to, or go to Texas Tech, it tends to follow and all that, those kind of things. Just in general, your thoughts, because she's still playing. She's playing despite the noise, if that makes any sense.
It's good.
She's still playing and making great softball plays. And here we have a young lady from the Quad Cities, from Rock Island High School, going to be on national TV on Wednesday night playing for College Softball World Series. It's really cool.
Okay, we made a big deal about Chuck Jagasaw playing in the national championship game. So why not play a big deal about Taylor, who's really, really gifted. I love the fact that the way she swings it. She's a tremendous player. Welcome to college women's softball. And with the transfer portal, now there's everybody's. It's Chirp City, and I like that. We got Jason Williams having a great time going off on Florida when his daughter left. So there's always something to be added to it. I think that's the cool part. But she can, to be that gifted, she can knock out all the peripheral noise, Matt, and make sure that she just does her job, and phenomenal. But I love all the drama that comes with the College World Series. The best thing about it is that they can no longer put their hand up for time. They got pitch clock, and you all the stupid stuff that ASA allowed you to do all those years. You got to play softball. And whatever that guy you spent $65 an hour for hitting lessons who told you that you have to hold up your hand, and which there is no such thing in the game, that's been eliminated, and I love watching the game.
Absolutely. You look at it too, Johnny, and obviously last night in a must-win game, the first game, they had to beat Alabama twice, tied at 2 late in the game. Taylor hits the 2-run homer to take the lead, obviously. There's more talk on social media, I think, this morning about like the girl who could have jumped a little bit to maybe rob the home run, but like, stop. It's a home run's a home run. She hit the ball over the fence. It's a 2-run bomb, so she gives them, but the little plays, I think, are almost as important as that. You go back earlier in that game, runner on first, 2 outs in the inning, slow roller to third. She gloves it. She's not going to make the play at first, so she quickly turns, throws behind the runner at second, gets him in a pickle. They get out of the inning. I think it's those kind of things. She's just, and we know it because we're here in the Quad Cities and we've kind of watched her grow up. She's been around the game so much that those smart plays, I think coaches love more and makes her more valuable than almost the 2-run homer to take the lead.
Maddie, have you ever watched, and this is a really bad question, you watch a WNBA game or watch a college women's basketball game?
Yeah.
It's 10 times more fundamental than the men's game. And it's the same thing on the softball side. Baseball is pretty close on the fundamental side, but college women's softball at an elite level is just fundamentally sound. That's an instinct play, but they practice that. Or there's been something going on in her career where she knew if that. It's like a ground ball with a runner at second who makes that wide turn at third when they're coming this way. You fake that throw to first and you back pick them at third. Man, that's just instinct and great athleticism. And, other than Kim Wendland, give me Carrie Donis from Moline was a big time college softball player. But who's from Kim Wendland and now Taylor Pannell from Rock Island? Both of them, one at Georgia, and now one that's kind of bounced back and forth using the portal, and now at Texas Tech. That's cool for our area.
Yeah.
And again, we made a big deal when Chuck was playing in the national championship football game, and we should make a big deal with Taylor being a part of the Texas Tech program. And it's cool. I played at Texas Tech. The whole facilities are down there. It's a phenomenal place to play. And Lubbock, everybody loves baseball, softball, basketball now, and of course football.
Johnny, and I love these guys, but if a basketball player from our area wins an NCAA tournament game, it was a big deal. When Brock won an NCAA tournament game, Joe Wieskamp, great years at Iowa. I mean, Ethan Happ was winning, and he went to a Final Four, I think, his redshirt year.
Yep.
But he played in Sweet 16s and chasing in Sweet 16s. This is the same thing. You almost took the question away from me. Will Taylor Pannell go down as top best softball player from the Quad City area? You kind of mentioned it a little bit.
Easily with Kim Wendland and Carrie. I think those are the 3, and I'm sure Krista Fossbinder and people like that. I'm sure I'm missing someone, regardless of the level, and I apologize for that. You go back to Taylor Pannell being great. The Stykes girl from Rock Island who pitched at Purdue, phenomenal. Her mom was one of the best pitchers I've ever watched, and Debbie, and one of the nicest people that you ever run across. So yes, you have to put her right there at the top, maybe at the top. I'm not going to get in an argument between the Pannell Winland family, but Kim Winland was awfully good when she played at Georgia. Now Taylor Pannell, with her success, gifted from the beginning. She was recruited, I think, by Auburn and as an 8th or 9th grader. So yes, you got to put her in that top 5 category, top 3 category, and maybe I don't know if I missed anybody from the Iowa side, but put her right in that upper echelon.
Yeah, it's funny because you mentioned her as being recruited as in 8th grade. I remember doing a feature story on her as a freshman, and Johnny, and I've told her this. The story turned out great, but editing is a beautiful thing, and she was very
Right.
short answered. And I want to say, Coach Allison probably carried that story when it came to sound bites, and then she's been on the show twice, and watching her grow
Engaging.
up is awesome. I went to grade school with her mom, played Little League baseball with her dad, so it's cool to see. Everybody should be watching on Wednesday night. There's a young person from the Quad Cities that's a big cog in the Texas Tech machine. Johnny, their lineup is loaded. I mean, and that's obviously
goodness.
I know transfer portal, NIL, all those kind of things, but I mean they're loaded from top to bottom.
No one cares about transfer portal and NIL when you're playing for a championship.
Yep.
Yes, it'll be referenced. It's just kids playing softball.
Yep.
And at an elite, and I can't emphasize that enough, Maddie. Elite level. They're phenomenal to watch. I love the game, and you talk about hooting and hollering after making a play, and I want to go back to the Alabama. Somebody taking the Alabama outfielder to task for not catching a home run ball. Come on.
Yeah.
You're taking a drop step, run into a fence.
Yeah.
Don't be idiots.
It's a tough play. I know. And that's all morning I've seen. Like, if she jumps a little bit, she catches it. It's not like it's
Okay.
I mean, there's a wall there. I mean, yes, if you slow things down and look at it, it looks pretty simple, but in full speed, it's more difficult of a play than you would think. So,
Maddie, if you and I jumped a little bit, we could dunk.
no, yeah,
So, come on.
I hate down in the basement. I'm still dunking on my